This morning and last night, I was really thinking about Sarah Huckabee Sanders. I don't know, for whatever reason. And I was like, kind of like laughing myself, just imagining, just discussing Sarah Huckabee Sanders because she sounds so, excuse the word, dumb. Like, the thing is, it's just like, it's kind of hilarious to watch her kind of lie so blatantly. And I was really expecting something, I don't want to say lightweight or lighthearted, but I just thought, oh, it's sort of like comic relief or something like that. And when I thought to myself, well, I'm just going to do just a brief reading because obviously, hello, it's not like there's no way she's some sort of like, she's involved in this. Of course not. They just picked her because she's country or whatever. So, so then I pull the cards and I'm like, whoa, whoa, like so not what I was expecting. I was like, what? So it's like, it's really, I'm sort of trying to come to terms with what I'm seeing here. And what I find really interesting is that it's like, it's funny how, of course, I'm doing these readings with a focus on this event that everybody's participating in. So we all understand that there's a lot of it that's common, and some of the characters appear and reappear. And so, in a way, I feel like I learned about more about what's going on now too through her reading. But I'm just like very surprised, or like I guess I wasn't expecting. Okay, so I'll just go straight to the cards. Or I guess I could just say, yeah, I'll just go to the cards because it's not going to make sense what I'm saying. I'll just get to it right away. So it starts with High Priestess reversed. Okay. So this card, I think in tarot, I haven't, it's not like I haven't used it. I don't relate to it as much, or I haven't used as much in situations where people are like, do you want to know about romance or something? But a lot of times I feel like it comes up when people are cheating and stuff like that, like the other woman card or whatever. But I feel like it also actually has this connection to like female intuition and like mystery and so forth. So it's like it's a secret also, but something hidden, female intuition. And in this case, of course, looked it up again just to make sure. But in this case, it means a person who is not in touch with her intuition, who's sort of like not listening to her inner voice and having a kind of like a strict embrace of ideas without really looking inward about them, like about these ideas or whatever. So in a way, it makes a lot of sense for how we see her, right? In the sense that she does seem to have this sort of what is it? I don't know if it's fundamentalist, but some sort of like a radical right-wing Christian background. I don't know exactly. I don't know much about her, but this sort of confirms the lack of connection to the inner voice, quote unquote. Okay, but that she's happy being the way she is. It's like, it's almost like that's her. That's like she's set in her ways. That's how she is. Okay, and then there's this card underneath, which means somebody who avoids conflict, and in a way that these two are connected, because I'm actually a very direct person, and I have some friends who are not, and I feel like they have these problems that could be resolved if they just addressed, or they were direct. They just asked the person, I feel like you're doing that X, and I don't understand sometimes people who are not direct. But in the context of this, I see it like with her, okay? Because if she is not in touch with her intuition, like, which is always like, we have a feeling about someone or something is off, you say it, you confront, you have to do it. But I feel like here it's saying that she does not want conflict, so she doesn't confront it, which is odd considering that she says a lot of really divisive things, right? That's her job to do that. And then there's the sun. So I can't really tell if I feel like it's just saying that the situation of her being out of touch with her intuition and avoiding conflict is, what is it? Is being, there's like the light is on it. Okay. Like it's like heat is on her personality. It's the center of the reading or whatever. You could also feel like she's happy. Yes. So everything is saying that she's happy being the way she is, avoiding conflict and kind of being a kind of shrill for these like, shill, for these ideas that are, like she follows these rules without questioning. So that's what's going on with her today. Okay. Present. And surprise, surprise, it's like, I'm like, whoa. And I feel like I really have like mixed all the cards. I have really shuffled and I have like extensively. And these cards keep coming up. I'm like, what am I doing? And this is a really pretty small reading. So I'm like, okay, what is going on? But again, I just have to this is one of those readings where I feel like it doesn't make sense to me, right? But I just have to talk through it and find the narrative as it goes on. Okay, so the first, of course, this is probably familiar by now. This set of cards are going to come up. So it's like the Six of Pentacles reversed, which means basically debt. Okay, debt to someone or somebody offers you money, expect something in return, and this is a gift. Okay, which is perfect. You received a gift, and it's a form of debt. Okay, it's not a real gift, but it's a form of bondage, right? You have to give something back. It's not innocent. And here it's the Magician, usually a very positive card that says you are getting things done. You're really focused on whatever your specific goal is. And what is this specific goal here? The ship, foreign government. So these cards are saying, okay, it's just honestly, it's hard for me to believe this, but I'm just telling you what I'm seeing, okay? That she is actually fairly involved in the scheme. She is not some country girl, whatever character she's playing. She actually got some kind of money from the foreign people, and she's executing on whatever it is that they want. She's getting it done. Okay, this is the first row that sets the background of the story. So that's it. Okay, that's what it's saying. Okay, and then the second row is this Ace of Wands, a person who's aimless is not the word. It's a bit frustrated because the person wants action and it's not happening. It's like, yeah, I think it's frustration, like wanting to see things done, but these things not being done. Okay. Card of ending, the Coffin, Strength reverse. So in a way, it connects with the card above. It shows a person who's weakened, sort of like, after setbacks, you get a little depressed. That's what it feels like. Okay. She's like frustrated and like kind of weak, feeling internally weak. And then there's the Anchor. So literally, if you read it literally into Lenormand style, it means end to stability. Okay. And she's frustrated because of this. But of course, I'm supposed to read everything in pairs and pair these cards with the other cards that are next to them. So I'll do that, and some other things are going to come up that are interesting. So here, right, this is like left, and then the card that's right to it, the Anchor. So it's showing here that, like, literally she is the anchor. She's anchoring the foreign government, okay? She's kind of like working for them or whatever. Which to me, it's like, honestly, I have a hard time believing. So again, it's like, I'm just reading the cards here. It's not like I feel like I have some like superpower or anything, because I feel like a lot of times I don't agree. I'm like, no, like there's no way that woman is that, like what you're describing. So it's like I just have a hard time connecting her persona to what I'm seeing here. Okay. Okay, so that's that. And then here it shows, right, the gift and the debt. And here the end to the gift or the end to the debt. It's possible, who knows? It's possible that either she, I don't know, it was paid off. I don't know. I can't tell really what this means. But it's just showing like a rocky, that's like it starts relatively well, but then the stability ends and she feels weakened, she feels frustrated, and then you have her personality, like I've spoken about before, where she avoids conflicts and she is out of touch with her intuition, okay? And then this is like weird, okay? I have no other way of saying this. It's strange, but I'll just describe what I'm seeing. So this is the key card, okay? And I feel like she's the key to the emperor. Of course, in that context, the emperor is Trump. So, but then what is underneath Trump? So I'm like, whoa. Okay, so this is like the end, okay? This is a card of endings. Sort of like, you know how like the death card, but it's almost like worse because it's like very graphic. It's like the death of the emperor, okay? So she's key, and this card repeats itself in a way, right? You could see they're kind of related, but the cross, it's more like a burden than like death. It's more like, it really is more like karmic debt in a way. So if I look at this, I feel like the death of the emperor is fated, or she, like, this is like, I actually did some research online about all these combinations because I wanted to make sure that, am I like imagining things or what is up with this? Okay, so it's just like weird to me. Like, okay, so it's saying that like a death or like an ending to this person, or it's also, but it's also saying that this event is fated, whatever it is. Okay, so because then I was like, oh, if I read this literally, I'm like, oh, she's key, she's the key to his death. I'm like, okay, that can't, like, no, that's like too like weird, kind of strange, whatever. But that's what it's saying. In its isolated form. Okay, these two cards, and then it's saying, and if somebody knows about, like, this card, it's like literally shows up in every reading, always in the same position, always in the end. And I'm like, okay, what is this telling me? Like, always to the people, a lot of the people, most of the people who are involved in this, like I'd say 80%, 90% of them get this. Why? I don't know. I'm like, please tell me what's happening. And I feel like if I try to really think about it, what does this mean that most of them get this? I would think that the administration comes to an end, okay, and that, yeah, it just comes to an end. Everybody leaves, okay. It's not. It's a card of term. It's like I looked it up again. Because I feel like, okay, let me expand and see if am I missing something? Is there something wrong? So it's just showing that it's a certain termination, sometimes an operation or something that has to do with cutting, sometimes harvest, but it's like it's basically means sudden ending, sudden change. Okay, so like it has the sun underneath, so it's like, I feel like in this context is actually a positive thing for her, like it's a good change, right? And then the Fool, it's a card of a new start. And here is a card of a new opportunity, a new choice. Okay, and interestingly enough, this card also came up for me when I did some other readings more closely related to the election. So it's like an end to the, I really don't think that in the context of her reading, that's what this means, but I just wanted to put it out there. And so it's like, after the death of the emperor, she quickly starts a new path. Okay. So that's Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Again, I find this, I think I'm going to, I'm going to upload this now, and maybe tomorrow, another day, do another one for her, like a more complete, because I don't know, I guess it's not, she's not going to be in legal jeopardy, even though I saw the thing with like the debts and like the, you know, that she's an anchor to the foreign government or whatever. But yeah, I just see that there's going to be things are going to, maybe this could be like things come to light and there's a new opportunity. But I think it's good. I think it's like the Fool is a good card. It's like she has to make a quick choice. That's what other interpretations were also came up. Like suddenly these things happen quickly and she has to make a fast change. Okay. So that's what happens. So that's Sarah Huckabee Sanders. I feel weird about it because I feel like I wish I had a more complete story. Okay. I like when things feel complete and make more sense, but this is one of those moments where it really doesn't. So I don't want to be like pushing it too hard today because I have other things to do and I want to do another person. So I'm just going to leave it out there for Sarah Huckabee Sanders. And I'll probably do an update on her or add another video, like connected to videos later. Okay, so that's that. Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.